like just watching you in there. It looks like you're enjoying yourself. It looks like you're really enjoying being a part of this. What's this been like for you?
It's been a ball, really. I'm enjoying myself. And I like Francis. Francis is willing, he's game. And I can't believe this. I'm a part of this.
How did you become a part of it? How did this come together?
I was home, someone called my wife, and she asked me about, she didn't think I would be interested, and I said, yeah, I would love to do it.
How many of those phone calls have you gotten over the years of guys who have wanted you to be a part of their camp or share your knowledge? I got to believe that that's happened.
Yeah, but I never had the opportunity to be in anything close to this magnitude. It's like little reminder stuff that I wasn't interested in.
Really?
Yeah. If I'm gonna do, I'd rather do the amateurs. I thought I'd be doing amateurs, working with kids. I never had the opportunity to do this before.
I would think like any boxer, heavyweight or any weight class, would try to give you a phone call and say, hey, do you want to be part of this? You want to be part of this big event? That just hasn't happened, huh?
It has, but not what I wanted to do. Not with the right fight. I like amateur kids. I never thought I'd be doing this in a professional perspective.
What do you like about this one the most? Is it just the magnitude, how big it is, or
that? But the plight of his story. The whole thing, this is a movie. They're going to make a movie out of it.
What part of the story stands out to you?
His plight on getting here, from Cameroon to France to here. And just the fact that he said he wanted to meet Mike Tyson, but he didn't know what I looked like.
Yeah.
I thought he saw me on television. He never had a television to see what I looked like.
Yeah.
He lived in a village where they weren't television, but I guess some kind of way they heard about me.
Yeah, how did you hear that story? That's what, because you played a part in giving him hope and giving him a dream. How did you find out?
He told me on the podcast.
Yeah. So you had never heard about it until then?
Yeah, never.
Had you heard a lot of stories like that? Like, have you had experiences where people have come up to you and they've been like, Mike, you inspired me, like you changed my life?
Listen, that's how I feel about Roberto Duran and Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard. I would be a total criminal. That was my path. That was everybody that was in my life path. That's all we knew. And then I saw these guys. I seen these guys, I said, I want to be like them. And that's how it all started. The first glimpse of these guys, it changed my whole life.
So when you worked with him for the first time, was it here? Was it in this ring?
I don't believe it was here, no.
Okay, but do you remember? What was the first time that you walked in and what were your first impressions of him?
I didn't think it would go too well at first.
Yeah.
And then I thought we trained hard. And then the next day, we had an interview and I said, how do you feel? You feel a little sore? He said, no, I feel great. I said, wow, that's a big mistake. You shouldn't have told me that. So he came back, trained that day, and he didn't say that no more. He wasn't sore. So you're sore now, right? Yeah. All right, good. I wanted to work until he couldn't go anymore. And I said, that's what heavyweight champs do. They do heavyweight championship. When they don't have no more left, they keep going.
Yeah. This is a unique fight, obviously. I mean, you got a guy who's never boxed professionally against Tyson Fury.
Well, look, that's not weird. Conor McGregor did it. He's the biggest fighter in the world at the time.
But when you have something like that, where you have a guy who has never actually competed in the sport of boxing, he's competed in MMA, but not in...
Conor McGregor never have.
Yep.
And he went 11 rounds with Floyd.
Yep.
Almost the distance.
In that situation, though, what are you trying to teach him the most? What do you want?
Calm relaxation, defense, keep your head and chin low. And he didn't really do all his stuff today because, of course, the televisions were here, but he's really improved a lot. That was nothing. That was just sweat for the people.
What can you say about his power and what you've seen out of it?
I'm not big on power. Power is great, but it doesn't have no value if it can't land on the target. So the objective is to learn the perception on the target.
Do you got to teach guys sometimes not to fall in love with their power?
Oh, absolutely. Don't admire their work. So you're not going to knock out everybody with one punch. I put them together.
How long did it take you to learn that in your own fighting career?
Well, when you get your ass kicked, the guy doesn't go down, he comes, well, maybe he does go down, but he gets up and comes back.
What are some of the best conversations you've had with him in terms of trying to teach him to remain calm? Like, what have you seen out of him?
Got that, but mostly it comes down to the belief in himself that he came from Cameroon and for a reason. This is not from osmosis. You're here from a reason, ordained from God. This doesn't happen to people. They come here, they win another championship in another genre, and next thing you know, they fight for heavyweight champion. That doesn't happen. That's not osmosis. That's some divine shit going on.
Yeah. What is your role within the camp? Are you a coach? Are you a mentor?
I look at myself as a coach. I'm not a trainer, I'm a coach.
Okay. What's the difference?
Well, a trainer's the hired hand.
Yeah.
A coach is a dedicated teacher.
What will your role be on the night of the actual fight?
I will be a coach.
In the corner?
I will be with him. I'll be a coach, and I will coach him.
What do you think will be the last thing you tell him in the locker room before he walks out?
Well, I won't have nothing to say. Just a congratulations. You're there.
All right. I think that's it for you. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you, brother.